Shit, that's nasty, man.
They learned that from there.
Yes.
The following video contains strong sexual content and is rated M for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Believe it or not, in Atlanta is either BBL or natural, and the BBLs is taken over. I think it's just very crazy to me that how a woman could have a BBL and you guys will literally go pay for her bills, her rent, her car note, her food, her groceries. But then you get a woman like me that's working, doing all this business by myself, for myself. I don't need you. I want you. And you telling me to just to like hold it down. Just wait. Baby, you're not future. I'm not waiting.
I feel like men
I'm not waiting.
really want the more shallow women because the shallow women don't challenge them as much as women like me. You have women that are placeholders and you have women that are game changers. The placeholders in Atlanta, they make it hard for us game changers.
What up, though? Welcome to another week. Tantalizing Thursdays. What's happening? You know what I'm saying, everybody? Come on in, come on in. Get your wine, get some smoke. You know what I'm saying? Sit back and relax. I got my man, Mr. Ping, in the building. What's happening?
What up?
Mr.
What
Ping?
up? What up, Mr. Drummond? How you doing? You know it's a pleasure to be here. It's been a very long time since we connected. I know they may not know me, ain't used to seeing my face, but you know we go way back from back in the day.
Yes, sir.
I've been back here checking y'all out and watching, so I'm honored to be a guest to jump in and put in on the topic and have a good time with you, man. So I'm looking forward to this topic tonight. It's gonna be right.
I'm trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying, as they seen in the clip, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna be getting to that. I'm trying to tell y'all, but I still want to say what up though to all my people just coming in, everybody that's in the chat, gonna be in the chat and just gonna be chatting. Shit. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Another week of Tantalizing Thursday. I hope everybody had a beautiful week. Hope it wasn't no stress. My man all right here. Y'all gotta get with Mr. Ping. He always giving tips on how to be stress less. I'm trying to tell you.
Good show.
Done a
You
man
already
in the
know.
building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Gunner. Shonda's in the building.
Hey, what's going on, Shonda? What's going on, Tay? You already know, brother. What's going on, Gunner? Hey, I think Tay been hitting me up for about 6 months. Like, hey, man, when you gonna get on the show? When you gonna come get on the show? He had to go get Big Bro. He's like, I know how to get him on the show. I'm gonna go get Big Bro. He gonna bring you right on in.
It is on the show.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Ping in the building. But we're gonna get to what this topic is. Matter of fact, before the topic, tell these people about Mr. Ping. Tell them about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Since they don't know much about Mr. Ping. Who is Mr. Ping?
Ooh, that's a good one right there. Who is Mr. Ping? Mr. Ping could be a multitude of things, but what it really is Mr. Positive in every negative. And why do I say that, man? Because many times in life, as the Detroit's own Big Sean, I had to bounce back from the negative ways and the negative things I was doing. A lot of young ladies' life I probably ruined if you ask how I was back in the day. And that was because I had disappointment around my way. But one day I decided to step up to the plate and take responsibility for little old me. And I decided, you know what? It's easier to be positive, E, because most people that's close to me, they always knew me as fun, loving, charismatic, E, always hype, having a good time, E. So about 2017, I feel like God had a real conversation with me. He's like, yo, you gonna be who I'm calling you to be, or you just gonna be that dude on the street? And that wasn't a good dude for me. So I decided to get in school. I started doing my speaking thing too. It like 15 years in the military, Iraq, fought in combat, all that, you know.
Yes, sir.
But the true thing for me was being with my family and getting with my wife. And anybody know, if you really want to get your life right as a man out there, you got to have a strong lady by your side.
Yes,
So all
sir.
that negative stuff, I had to let it ride, and I found out it was a lot easier to speak positivity into people's life to help people get their life right. So I went on a mission. I did just that. Got on track, started getting some certificates behind me, started doing some public speaking, and
Yes,
man, I just
sir.
turned that thing into a business, turned my dream into a reality. So Mr. Peen is just that dude, man, that finds that positive in every negative. As we like to say back in the day, it's a light at the end of the tunnel. You just
Yes,
got to be
sir.
willing to look through the bullshit to find it.
That's awesome, Shawty. Yes, sir. Y'all heard it right here on Tantalizing Thursday, boy. I'm telling you, we switch it up and we heat it up. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh man, you
Me and
already
Mr.
know.
Ping tonight for
I,
y'all ass. I'm trying to
I
tell you.
come to bring that knowledge. I come to bring that fire. I come to bring that fun, that creativity. I'm with family. Like I'm back
You
at
hear
home.
me?
I'm back on 4 years 7 Mile right now.
I'm trying to tell you about a Foyer, boy. Oh, boy, y'all know that about Foyer. Greenfield. That's the west side, but
Man,
I'm east side.
hey, like I said, I'm family. You may not have seen me before, but we go all the way back. Like what they
Yes,
say,
sir.
four flats on the Cadillac, we go all the way back.
Sitting
You
on them.
dig?
Carlene.
You already
Look,
know, man. It's a pleasure to be here, just to see how I can add value to the amazing job that you guys have already been doing on your Tantalizing Thursdays, on your
I
council
appreciate that.
podcast. So
Yes, sir.
I'm just looking to be here to add value, and hopefully, you know what I like to do on my own page. I like to tell the people I'm here to add a little bit of Ethan Smith, aka Mr. Ping, with a little bit of motivation, inspiration for your situation, hoping to free and relax your mind as if you are on vacation. That's what it's all about.
I'm trying to tell you. Y'all heard that shit right here on Tantalizing Thursdays, but we're gonna jump into this topic. The hot, motherfucking hot topic.
Hot.
Tonight we talk about different kinds of real versus fake. You know what I'm saying? That natural versus that BBL. Well, you know what's natural versus fake. You hear me? What's your natural versus fake? But that's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. Ping, since
You
you
know,
my co-host, what's real? What's real versus the fake? What's real?
so look, watching the drop that was on as the show started, and I seen the young ladies talking about the BBL. I'm gonna have to be honest with you. I want to say it was probably about a week or two before I even knew what the BBL was. I'm like, I was trying to figure it out when I heard it. Like, big black, lovely, like bold, beautiful lace.
Oh
Hey,
no.
hey, I had no idea. You know why? Because, like I said earlier, my drop, I had to get real for me. A lot of people say fake it till you make it. And I coined that thing, be real to heal. And in order for me to really be real, I had to get real with the lady that was in my life. And my lady that's been in my life, been in with me since high school, right? So
Yes,
when you ask me real versus fake, it's about that relationship you want to have around you that day, every day, who's going to help you grow in some way. You know, you done had the fake love, you done had the one night love at the club and all those things, and it's an immature thing. It ain't lasting, but it's a
right.
fun thing. Like
Yes,
that
sir.
BBL that they talk about, it might be a fun thing, but it ain't lasting. And for me, I'm old school, G. Don't let the baby face fool you. I'm 4'5" in this game. So I want that real thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I was raised up on that real thing. I wasn't raised up on just off that social media chat, see my pictures, you like that. Nah, I had to meet you. I had to touch you. I had to feel you. You know what I'm saying? That real flesh had to come
Real.
through. So when I think about real versus fake, I really think about what it is your take on life. Because if you have to put things in your body to make you feel right, are you really being real to you? And that would be my
Facts.
question, you know?
Facts. Because I mean, I'm natural. I wouldn't want to be feeling on no hard ass, You know what I'm saying? Do you know that all that old makeup booty? You know, like they building bears. Shit, man, these girls out here building booties.
Hey,
I
there
don't
you
want
go.
no hard booty, bad and bougie. I'm good.
I guess you could turn that into a that's a spot to open up. The BBW could be Build the Booty Workshop.
Right here on that last Thursday, I be trying to tell you the shit. Be hot.
Hey, look.
Bang, bang, nigga,
Hey,
yes,
look.
sir.
You already know, Gunner. Hey, the Build the Booty Workshop. You come up in there. You got the silicone. You can use Jello. What your money can afford. You
Look
put
at
this
your
thing.
money for.
You know what, Shonda? I don't know if I'm supposed to read the comments, man. You
Oh
gotta
yeah,
give me the rules.
so why does it seem like more men like the BBL over real women? Like it seems like they like the fake lashes, fake personality, etc. I mean, shit, I don't know. Hey, but you know what? Honestly,
I
my moms used to tell me, um, what was that phrase? She used to be like, you are what you
You are what you eat. The company you keep.
you are. It's like you attract what you are.
You attract what you are. Yeah, it's been said a multitude of ways.
I can kind of
Yeah,
say it
you
like
own it.
that, Shonda. That's why motherfuckers like that fake shit because they fake shit. You know
Ah,
what I'm
come
saying?
on now.
Flat out. You know what I'm saying? Fake niggas like fake shit, and that's just facts. You
Hey,
know, that's
you,
why they like the BBL. And then too, I got to go back to to what the girl said in the beginning. It was when she said, "I don't want you. No, I don't need you. I want you." That's why you ain't got no motherfucking body. Don't nobody want to listen to no motherfucking woman saying shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you got the money, you got the job, you doing whatever it is that you're doing. That's cool. But to say that shit the way she said that shit, that's why you by yourself. And it's not the BBL that's causing you no motherfucking harm. It's your mouth. And know that you heard that here. And anytime you want to talk to Mr. Drummond or Mr. Payne, well, I ain't gonna even drag Mr. Payne into it. And you don't talk to Mr. Drummond, holla at your boy.
hey,
I
but
said,
you said something that was real on 2 points because I was thinking that too on that question. Why do the guys want the BBL and the fake lashes and all that? Because it's a fake dude. I mean, when I was doing what I was doing, and I'm talking history. So again, take it how you want to take it. The more you get to hear me, the more you gonna hear me. When I was in high school and I was back in the day doing what I do, I was running through them. I knew that those weren't true because they didn't value themselves. But I knew when I slowed down and I got with the one I wanted to have for myself, I needed that realness with me. I needed somebody that was gonna hold me accountable for the man I say I wanted to be and was gonna make me step up to the plate. So when
yes,
you
sir.
out there when you out there looking for something fake and not even make me step up to the plate because that's not her responsibility, let me say this again: aspire me to step up to the plate
Yes,
and
sir.
to
Yes, sir.
see that I'm great. Like you said, going back to the video, I don't need you, but I want you. As a man, we want to protect, provide, and be priest-like. And at times in our life, regardless of how you want to look at it, we want to feel like our lady need us.
Need us.
We want to feel like we need it. And you could call it emotional, you could call it immature, but we want to feel needed. It's not a person on this earth who doesn't want to feel like they're fulfilling a need for someone. What's
Shay
going
in the
on, Miss Chantel?
building. What's up?
So I would say, people go for those fake things. It's no different than it's no different than girls going for guys who may look like he got the money, but ain't did the research to see if he really got the money. Who may
Man.
look like he a good dude, as they say, you putting your representative out there for the first 6 months. Now you didn't gave up the BBL, the BBW that you got from the workshop. Don't forget, we got the BBW workshop. Don't forget, it's coming. So you already know you didn't gave it all up, and then you're expecting to get something real, and you don't even know who you really dealing with. So I think at times in life, people put that fakeness out there. They put that fakeness out there because they being fake to themselves.
Facts. All that shit. Facts. Because nigga, you can't tell me that, I'm gonna say it like this: it take a certain type of motherfucker to want to rub on some hard ass, some concrete ass, some made up shit. You know, you rubbing over cuts and shit that this motherfucker done got all into her body. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I mean, real is real. And the one thing I can say about what's real is that you can take your ass to the gym and
Come on,
tone
speak on it.
that fucking booty. You know, if you want a nice ass, you ain't gotta go get some fucking doctor to cut your ass open and put some concrete in it. And you ain't gotta have jelly stuffed in your ass. You ain't got, I mean, fuck, I'll go to the gym. They got machines specifically for your ass. And I do mean the booty. They got that shit for the ass. You know, you can go get glutes and shit.
Man.
But you know why they don't do that shit, Mr. Payne? And I'm sorry to say, ladies, forgive me, East Side, but y'all some lazy motherfuckers. You know, you think because you got some motherfucking money, you just go buy ass. Fuck buying an ass. Go put the work in, Mr. Payne. I don't want to take up too much time.
But you know what? That's true. I was gonna say I was sitting there thinking about it. You know, back in the day, I remember when Little Caesars was bottom tier pizza in the hood.
Ooh.
If you was doing a thing, if you had Domino's, and you was really showing out if you was eating Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, yes.
Little Caesars was bottom tier pizza in the hood. But then you know when it got good, when Little Caesars made that thing at a price that everybody could afford. When they made that thing $5 and it was hot and ready, and then what that meant, you didn't have to have it taste. It wasn't consistent whether it be good or not. It was $5. You know they had that. So what does that have to do with anything? It was that instant gratification. And people will quickly get the shots instead of putting that thing in the oven like grandma used to do. You wanted to microwave it to you. So you don't want to go to the gym and you don't want to sweat. You don't want to go to the gym and you don't want to be real with the trainer just yet. You want to put on because you looking attractive dude who out here faking. Back in the day, I had an old school Monte Carlo. Gonna know the sounds was louder than the motor was. You couldn't hear how raggedy the motor was because the sounds was banging all the way through.
For real. Detroit shit. Y'all just want y'all to know.
I was able to track so many. You know what I'm saying? Because all they seen was the exterior. And it's never about the exterior, it's about the interior. So if I could put on my lash, I could put on my weave, I could put on, you know, my sounds and all those things, and I can get that hot and ready pizza instantly, then why do I gotta work for anything? Why do I gotta work for anything when I could just pay for that thing?
That's true. But she say driving a raggedy ass something around with sounds. You crazy. Back in the day, raggedy ass box around. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Back in the day, I sure was.
Bam. But the one was like men are not exempt from this conversation.
No,
show enough. We gonna get down to the show enough. Because it is niggas out here extending their penises and doing all kinds of shit to get right. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Fellas.
Oh, for sure the car was clean, Tay. You already know.
Why in the fuck are y'all like, what? Taking meat out your thigh, putting it on your dick? I mean, what the fuck is going on? Hey, listen.
Here's what I know for. Here's what I know for. Here's what I've been told. I was a dancing machine back in the day. And that's definitely how I got most of my play. And I don't know, is that Jules Santana on the Chris Brown song? All I heard, if you could dance, you could fuck. Dance time is up. Let's go. And I've often heard, again, it ain't what you got, it's about how you handle what you got.
Right.
And if you got to go get some injected into yourself, my brother, and that's not going to help you. You got a much bigger issue than what's going on downstairs, bro.
I swear, he got a bigger issue than the bigger issue than he tried to create.
Absolutely. But you know what, though? If you go back to real versus, you know what I'm saying, real versus fake, thinking extension versus normal again. You so shallow that you think that's all you about. You so shallow, you think that's what's gonna keep her, because just because you can knock her down and you can make her make noise don't mean that you can make her satisfied.
Yay. I'm trying to tell you.
Listen.
Because the one thing I do know is that women fake it good.
Man.
You know, they have some of you niggas out here with your egos fucked up. But women know how to fake that shit real good. They make you think they done came a million times and be at their girl house like, shit, I didn't come at all. I just made the nigga think like he was something.
Made him think he was doing something he ain't even nowhere near the place.
Undermine these satisfaction. Yes, and women do that. Women good at that shit. I don't know no man that can fake an orgasm for real.
Here's what I know, bruh. For me, back and even with my wife to this day, like if I don't get my foreplay right, if we can't get our foreplay right, so I can know that I've already stimulated your mind through my conversation and my touching you without having to touch you, then I got some more work to do. Because before I even get to that point, you should already be in your zone. Because if I touch her in her mind first, then her body gonna easily open up to me.
It's gonna explode. Fellas.
But that comes with study. That comes with doing your research again. We talking about you want that hot and ready or you want that piece of populace now. Like what you eating?
Ooh, that boy took it to the piece of populace, damn it.
Look, we both know now Domino's
creme, goddamn.
Domino's and Pizza Hut ain't on top. You gotta step up your game a notch. Because what worked last week not gonna work this week. So what? You can take her to get something to eat. The girl said in the video, I could buy my own food. I could do my own stuff. But if you're not a man that's leading yourself, how you gonna lead me to ecstasy without the ecstasy?
Because there is ecstasy without ecstasy, my niggas. I just want y'all to know this. Wait, you going too fast. What was the last one? Thank you. These niggas need a refresher course on foreplay. Oh, Lord.
Facts.
We ain't gonna get into the fucking foreplay, fellas. I'm trying to tell you. That first part is what he said. You got to get in here. You got to get right there. And see, then phase 2 is called erogenous zones.
Ooh, talk about it.
Zones.
Talk about it. You already know.
And I'll leave it right there.
Facts. So I don't, looking at the topic in there, I know we started with real versus fake, and I'm having a great time today. I ain't gonna speak for nobody else. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying this thing. It's too many men that don't even know about that. Say, oh, absolutely. Again, we're in a different time in a different space. I'm 45 around this way. Like, I'm 4'5", but I truly believe this. Chivalry is not dead, not in my house. My son is to the point, he see me open the door for my wife so much, he races me to the car to open the door for his mom. We going to the restaurant, he races me to the restaurant to open the door for his mom. Flat. So he already gonna know, like, just that step right there is like, oh, you doing that? And you can tell women take it how you want to take it. You can tell the women who's never had that because they get upset. I can open the door for myself. Hold on, queen. Hold on. I ain't say you couldn't open the door for yourself, but all I'm telling you is you don't have to exert that unnecessary energy when I want to provide this for you.
Exactly.
Because here's the thing, and it ain't being selfish, but it's true. If I make life peaceful for you, if I make life a little bit more easy for you, then it's easier to touch that part of your mind before I touch you.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
But you got to do your research.
Y'all heard that shit right here on Tantalizing Thursday. We keep it hot and sexy up in this motherfucker. We just want y'all to know. You say, not me. Open the door for me, please, and thank you. East side. Pow. See, that's a woman. Pow.
Hey,
let's get it.
Hey, I'm from the west side all day. 7 Mile Evergreen all day. My wife from the east side, 7 Mile and Ryan, all day long. All day long, man. get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
You know,
I know that one too.
you know what I'm saying?
I know this one too.
So, man, it's here's the thing. I don't want to. Oh, for sure. I don't want to put it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let it go how it go. If you taking it personal, that's because you personally in your feelings, and that don't have nothing to do with me. I'm speaking my reality. These things that I'm talking about today, it took me some time to learn. I had to mature in this way. But fortunately for me, I had old school OGs around me at a young age, like Mr. Drummond back in the day. Back in the day. So when I met Tay, we had old school cats around us who was giving us the game, and we understood. Now these young cats, a lot of people not giving them the game, and then they don't want the game, and they get most of their game, fake game, from social media. And now they struggling with this thing. Now you struggling with your self-esteem and your confidence, so you got to go have somebody shooting cement up in your body.
Ooh. Man, you don't have to make a nigga pass a plate around this bitch. Shit, you preaching. You got a goddamn sermon going. They got to take you.
Hey, y'all, you invited me here. This is what you get.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it in no bad thing. I'm talking about nigga, you giving them that sermon and you preach that, talk your shit. That's what I'm saying. Shit. These boys and girls need to hear. And me pass the plate. Y'all need to be putting these dollars in this plate. You hear what he's saying?
Hey, I'm not. Here's the thing. I said it earlier, and this is what I hold myself accountable to. I'm not going to fake it till I make it. I'm going to be real to heal. And if my realness offends you, then you got a problem with you. You don't have a problem with me. Because I'm talking about my reality. I'm talking about my growth in order to get to my flow. Bro, I go to work every day and I build my business too. I got cats at my job, my age, that talking about what they don't do with their wife. I'm like, what? I'm 45. Me and my wife going it. We still getting it in like we 18.
Shit.
I don't have to go to the gym. But I still can push ups. I can sit ups. I can walk. I can run. That way we can still have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, are you being real with you though? If you don't start being real with you, you won't be real with nobody else.
Exactly. Because real, you know what, man? It's because it takes skills to be real. You see what I'm saying? Facts. Real ain't something that just is bestowed upon you. Skill is some man. Being real takes skill. You ain't get, man. Do you know how much shit you have to go through to be real? None, motherfucker. All you got to do is just be the fuck who you is, and that's real, nigga.
That's it.
It ain't hard.
Oh, absolutely. It takes transparency to be real. Sometimes we too worried about what people gonna think about us, what they gonna say about us, when every other person got their own issues and their own demons that they dealing with too. Like, don't let nobody judge you. If you judging me, I don't even feel bad for me. I feel bad for you. You don't see you the one fucked up.
Exactly. You know, but it's back to what you said, and I'm gonna go back to holding yourself accountable. That's the hardest shit for motherfucker to do in this world, is to accept their own blame, man. It's you at some point. Some shit may be caused by other shit, but at some point, goddamn it, it's you. Take a look in the mirror. It's you.
Charles Swindle, and we've heard it so many different ways, but Charles Swindle is who I got it from. He says, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it.
Yes, sir.
That's you.
So if you get your ass knocked down, how do you get up? Basically.
And you gotta have a what's the name though?
Fighting, nigga, but most of these niggas got weak chins.
You got weak chin because you got a weak mind. You feel
that's that fake shit. Just that fake shit. Silicone.
Hey, we already know, like, being physical is the easiest thing to do. Dealing with your woman or dealing with some niggas too when you out on the block.
For sure.
We as black people, and this ain't no offense to nobody else, we a person first.
Damn, Shonda, you got deep right there.
What she say? I
We're
missed
gonna
it,
have to
bro.
take. We're gonna have to take that. Go back one.
Yeah.
That was deep.
Your
Your
reaction
reaction
set the
sets the
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
Oh, for sure.
Your blessings in the future. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's
Facts.
deep right there. So basically, if you fake now, you're gonna be fake then. Shit is what she's
Here's
saying.
what's so
With
great
your
though.
fake
You get to
asses.
change
But to my
every
real
day.
niggas.
What did Jay Prince say? In life, we all get two things: a chance and a choice. Every day you wake up, you got a chance to make another choice in your life. I said you earlier, if you asked, you said, who is Mr. Ping? I talked about running through him. I talked about cheating, being no good. But then I also talked about making a decision to hold myself accountable. So I was able to change.
Oh, man, that part. It be that part. You know, I don't be want to cut you out, but hold yourself accountable, man. It ain't always nobody else's fault, man. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Pay attention to yourself.
Hey, you know what I've been listening to a lot lately? I've been listening to that Michael Jackson. He say, I'm looking at the man in the mirror and I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look in the mirror and make a change.
Look at yourself. For real.
Hey,
Motherfuckers too caught
inside
up
of
into
yourself is
shit.
your greatest internal wealth. That's how you get to your true wealth.
That's the biggest thing that's plaguing us. That word right there on the other side of verses. Fate. That's been fucking us up for a long time. You know, just fake, you know. You attract what you are. If you fake, you're gonna attract fake. If you fake, you going after fake. If you don't want fake, then there's only one other thing to want. It's something real. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it ain't nothing like something real, you know, because shit, my wife is real. Shit, I hold real. You know what I'm saying? And I love big girls. So shit, it just be big girl, come here, big girl. Yeah. You know, sometimes you gotta know how to be sensitive out here too. You gotta have some fucking feelings. And women gotta know that men have feelings. We ain't just no fucking hard ass horses. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Shit.
come on, bro. Listen to me. They say between the ages of 13 and 18, most young men are way more emotional than the women that they encounter in life. But
Ooh.
we're told to hide it, not to show it. Because check this out. In order to truly be a real man, you have to be emotional because you got to learn to put somebody before yourself. You have to learn to take a step back and know that you can't come at your woman the softer side to you, not the weaker than or the less than, the softer side of you. You know you can't come with force. And to come with force, if you come with a force for emotion, it's usually anger and rage. And who want to put their lady through that on any day? So you gotta be able to be in touch with your feelings and your emotions, but you gotta control them and not let them control you.
Exactly. And see, that's where fake come in, because niggas is too fake for that. That's too real to do. You know, the shit that's common sense is too real to do. Like to take a step back and understand, read the room, what the situation is. Oh no, nigga jump fake and then do some dumb shit.
Yeah. Facts.
And that's been plaguing us, nigga. We do a lot of fake shit, and I'm just gonna say we, you know, so that motherfucker don't feel like that. I ain't include myself. Well, yeah, we. I'm like him. I'm just older than him, just by a few years, cause I'll be 49 in a few days. You know what I'm saying?
Checked it.
But I'm like him. I ran through some shit. You know, hey, I took it there. I've been down all those roads, but when I made it to the fork in the road, shit, I decided to go right. Don't go left. I'm telling you, left ain't for you.
You be left alone.
Right. Right. I went right. I decided to change. You know what I'm saying? And that's not being fake, because really, I said to anybody, man, back then, oh yeah, I was a fake ass nigga. Shit, I was doing some fake ass shit.
Oh, for sure. I definitely was.
But it was still on the line of just fake shit. You know what I'm saying?
In a sense, definitely for me, I was I was keeping up with the Joneses and I was putting on for somebody else. I was real in who I was being, but I was doing things to attempt to keep up, which would have been fake. Like, I'm treating people this way, not because it's really how I want to treat you, but the old heads told me, young blood, you ain't never supposed to have just one. You got to keep you one on the side. You got to keep you on the side.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? So,
need no old heads, big dog. My daddy himself told me you got to conquer as much as possible before you leave this motherfucker. You know what I mean? You got to get as much pussy as you can, son. I'm telling you, he would drill that shit in my head. But this is what we gonna do before we keep going. We're gonna take a break and listen to Paradise by L Hustle. And then we'll be back for more of these hot topics real quick. SG, Eastside.
Without you, there's no me. Without us, there's no we. Welcome to Paradise. Hustle.
Lights, money, camera, section. Do what we wanna do when we flexing. Under the city lights, everyday life. So pop a bottle with toast to the good life. Not what you want, cause you're my number one stunner. Money in the bank when you're grinding on the come up. Under the city lights, everyday life. It feels so good living in paradise.
I wanna take you around the world, overseas, to different islands, cause I'm getting this cheese. I'm a real boss, I'm a CEO. Ride with me, my baby, see that's the way to go. See, you a CEO, you got your own things, so you ain't looking for mine, so we can change the game. I showed you a lot of things, cause you know I lead. Now you climbing up the ladder and picking up speed. Welcome to my world, I'm about to change your life. This is living good, I call it paradise. Making them all rounds, tearing them all down. A VIP status, now tell me how this sounds. Tailor-made suits with red bottoms on. Plus your confidence, you got my mind blown. Think about it, my baby, see we about to blow. I had to switch it up, you Mr. CEO.
Lights, money, camera, section. Do what we wanna do when we flexing. Under the city lights, everyday life. So pop a bottle with toast to the good life. Not what you want, cause you're my number one stunner. Money in the bank when you're grinding on the come up. Under the city lights, everyday life. It feels so good living in paradise.
When you walk up in the room, you shining so bright. Like a lamp under your feet, you producing light. Plus you handle your biz, loyalty what it is. It's like a domino effect reaching all of our kids. We working as a unit, cause they know our team. We making boss moves, cause we the new regime. We got them haters running, we keeping the bad coming. Look at the way you dress, love, you're so stunning. You got me mesmerized by your work ethic. If a dude disrespect you, then I gotta check him. Cause I ain't for them games, we gotta move along and stand firm in what we do cause our team's strong. See, you deserve the best, cause you're so loyal. I rolled the carpet out, I gotta keep you spoiled. Think about it, my baby, see we about to blow. I had to switch it up, you Mr. CEO.
Lights, money, camera, section. Do what we wanna do when we flexing. Under the city lights, everyday life. So pop a bottle with toast to the good life. Not what you want, cause you're my number one stunner. Money in the bank when you're grinding on the come up. Under the city lights, everyday life. It feels so good living in paradise.
My guy, Mr. L. Hustle with the Paradise. I like that shit was hot. You gotta keep bringing that shit. Shit,
that bow tie was fly.
Yes, sir. I like that shit there, bro.
Yeah.
Paradise by L. Hustle. And check. We gonna bring on my dog, field guy, YB. Says here.
Time to show the poem words why I am the best one. Why I'm the best one, better than the rest one. One you won't test, the one who don't give a fuck. Bring it to the farmer stage, let y'all know the deal.
YB says here. Are you having technical difficulties?
I thought it was just hitting us with the pause, giving us a second to wait.
Well, let's keep it going. until he get back. Now, other than that hot ass song,
for sure.
Now,
he was rocking in that video what I like to call bow tie fly.
Hey, I like that.
Yes,
that beat was rocking.
Oh
Say,
yeah.
Do you prefer real hair or weave? Let's take a look at this first.
She came to me and said, okay, yeah, I'm this and I got this degree and this degree, but I have weave. I wouldn't be able to tolerate that because, see, you got to take it off. She's like, got to take off the eyelashes. That's not for me. I mean, for my wife, I just can't take it. But it looks good.
Let me just be clear. So you don't like anything that's not natural?
No.
That's just you.
That's just me. That's
but
my
don't
opinion.
you see how, as men, we contribute to what women are doing, right?
Exactly. I mean, I see what you're doing, and some of it looks good, but for most of the sisters, you don't need that in your head. Just take it out.
Well, she said it's going to be in no matter what.
Yeah.
You said you're going to have a weave no matter what.
No matter what, I'm going to have a weave.
Maybe so, but it don't match downstairs either. So you need to just make it all the one way.
It don't match downstairs.
No, the carpet don't match the drapes. That's what I'm saying. That right there is what it is. But I'm saying to you, you don't need that because here's what would happen with most men. And I'm just going to be honest. Because it's an honest show, right?
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. What I'm trying to explain to you, sister, is this. If you was to take that off, if you take that off, guess what? I pay more attention to your face.
I bet you would.
Yes, I would.
I bet you would.
I wouldn't even look at all because that gets in the way.
No, it doesn't.
All right,
because I can't take you to the pool.
I guarantee you'll be looking elsewhere.
I'll pay more attention to your face.
Dwayne, thank you. Obviously, any of the other gentlemen have any comments? You guys?
Ooh, that's fire.
That nigga say the carpets don't have
Mr. Drake.
My boy YB sincere.
Yeah. Thursday, YB is on that somewhere and ready to take care of some business, y'all. I'm so sorry I have to show y'all. I've been on I haven't had a job. This is y'all. Pray for me.
What up?
Praying, my guy, praying.
Okay, y'all froze.
You froze,
okay, there y'all
bro.
go. What's going on, y'all? How's the show going? What's going on?
Hey, it's all good, man. I'm trying to tell
y'all
you,
froze too. We all froze.
She wasn't listening?
No.
Who wasn't listening?
There you go.
You know, I had, even if it's just for a minute, I got it. There we go. I'm not by my.
I'm trying to tell you, that's how we get down.
Hey,
you
was hitting them with the old school.
Hey, freezing like
it was like when we had dial up.
For real. That's just how that shit was too.
Hey, gonna say the female wasn't listening to the young man. Again, no, she wasn't. So I want to touch on that. What he said and what she said. He said, if you didn't have all that in, I would pay more attention to your face. Right. And she said, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. One, how can you speak for this man about what he feel and what his preferences is and what he's looking at? Two, it goes back to what I was saying earlier and we talked about earlier. Oh, you have a low self-esteem, so you feel like you need this. Now, I get it. I'm not, if weave is your thing, do your thing. I'm like old boy was. That's not for me, and not because the carpet don't match the drapes. I just believe in seeing you in your natural way.
Right.
Like I would tell my wife this, even when I was younger, the best way for me to ever meet a female back in the day when I seen my wife is no makeup, hair pulled back in the ponytail. I know exactly what I'm getting into. Now, I'm not saying that if you want to put a weave on or if you want to put a wig on and switch it up, that's cool. Do you. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you can't be mad at the guy for saying, hey, this ain't what I want in my life. And most men, if they being real with themselves, They don't want that either because we cool when we wake up looking at you how you look. We thugged out like that anyway. We know.
But he said that in the beginning, though. He said that. He said that he like it natural. So, for her to say what she said, oh, well, nah, no, you wouldn't. Well, he said that already, that once I'm going to pay more attention to your face. That's a true statement that he making to you. So there ain't no, you wouldn't. He said from the very beginning, I like a natural woman.
There you go.
So that just shows, she was so ready to talk that she wasn't listening, like bro said. She wasn't listening.
Facts.
Because she could have took the fucking wig off him. He'd have probably asked her to marry him. Shit.
But that goes back to, are you being real or are you being fake? Are you being real with yourself or are you faking for somebody else? Because now I get it. We already know our sisters have a multitude of styles and textures and varieties of hair. And it's not always the easiest to maintain. It takes some work. So I can get why you might want to put a weave in or something that might be a little bit easier to deal with. But don't get it twisted and feel like just because that works for you, that means it works for the gentleman that you with. If he love you, he should love you with or without it. But that should be an enhancement, not the all the time, all the thing. That should be a mixing it up, not just what I'm doing.
You there, YB? Is you in the house? Froze again. Technical difficulties. Frozen. I guess so.
But that seems like bull sometimes because all the hoes with the fake stuff on IG get way more likes than the natural beauty. We talking likes on IG or we talking likes in reality?
My bro say at this age it doesn't matter as long as we love each other. The weave and makeup don't bother me for real. Hey,
there you go.
There we go. To each his own. See, we got a person out there that hey, don't bother them. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
There
so
you go.
Hey, you got some guys out there that like it, but some guys out there that be like, hey, I'd rather see you without it. But like you said, not really see you without it. It just should be a sometimey thing. Like, hey,
and don't get it twisted. Man, we physical. We're attracted by what we see first.
Yes, such
like compromise is definitely all it takes. If I meet you and you rocking all natural and this what you do, I don't want to see you next week and you got a 6-inch weave down the backside of your butt. I'm be like, whoa, who I'm rocking with? It's like if you go home with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go home with a dude who look all muscular, then he take his shirt off. You realize he wearing like a padded muscle shirt, like you might be wearing a
body man, that will ruin a lot of females' nights. Believe that shit. YB, is you there? Is you in the house? Chicken froze up again, man. Badu. I think he riding.
Yeah, in the dead zone.
Inflatable. Oh yeah, I'm telling you.
There you go.
I see you moving.
There you go.
I see you moving. We got contact. And we got me in the comments. That would low-key fuck me up. Yeah, it would. Nah, in that instance right there is where you should understand. That's just like a start to understanding. What if niggas did shit like that? When you get home, took off his little muscle bodysuit. You know what I'm saying? And he's some flimsy ass nigga. But what you met was Mr. Buff. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Shit, this nigga, you see this boy's print. You know, you think he living large. He get home and deflate his drawers. You know what I'm saying? You got be disappointed in a motherfucker. I know it was. See, not right there.
That was the Ben Stiller movie, Dodgeball, when he had the little pump on his shoulders.
I was all about that movie too.
Hey, he was going outside to talk to the guests and he wanted to pump that thing up.
For real. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
she'd be so disappointed. She'd be heartbroken.
Heartbroken.
She'd be heartbroken. And I
So and
think, you
then
know what?
go.
I don't, to each his own. I'm not saying that if weave is what you do you. Just make sure that the person that you doing it with is cool with it. Don't show up with a false
True that.
representative.
True that.
That's all.
True that. Do people really still keep it 100, or is it even that, or is even that fake shit? That's even fake.
I think
Let me
yeah,
wait,
because
wait.
keeping it one.
Let me put my disclaimer on that. It is some 100 people out here, some 100 niggas out here, east side. So what I'm gonna do is all my 100 niggas, and just sit y'all to the side. We ain't talking about y'all. Y'all safe. Let's carry on.
I would just say if the shoe fits, wear it. Because what some people may feel like is 100, other people's may not. You know what I'm saying? But that again, who knows besides you until it's exposed? You get what I'm saying? Like, you know if you keeping it 100 or not. You know if you keeping it 100 or not. And when you expose, you really gonna wish you was keeping it 100, because now you look real bad. You look bad. You look bad.
Hey man,
And
that's why I
here's the
said
thing. If I'm telling you I'm being 100, it's up to you whether you choose to believe me or not. I could be being 100% honest with you, but if you in your mind thinking like, nah, you lying, you don't have that, you ain't did this, you couldn't have been that person because of this. Are you judging me based off of me and what you see me present, or are you judging me based off of something that happened to you? And since you not 100, you think ain't nobody else 100.
right. And that's why I be like, motherfucker, you know what? I'ma hold off. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what it's time for. It's time to post up with Mr. Penile.
Ooh. Hey, I gotta, you know what?
Let me know, no. Show me the way. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Yes, sir. Show me the way.
Hey, what's going on? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Mr. Ping, with this post up and this show up. What is posting up, man? And why would I call the show this? I want to give a little quick introduction because they brought me on to do what I do. Posting up. Why did I come up with that? It reminded me of what me and Tay used to do when you was in high school. You know, you had about 2 or 3 minutes when you was passing through the hallway, and we had this one spot on the wall we used to post up at. And when we would post up there, it'd be catch up, politics, talk about what's going on, and represent what happened in your class, who you seen, what you did, what you been through. So I want to jump on here and I want to post up and I want to share something with you because positivity is what I do. So here's how true I'm gonna be with you, because I get my posting up when I read and I do things, and I got something I want to share with you. And I'm gonna make this thing quick too. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice. Daily motivations for African American success. Daily motivations for African American success. Post up and hear this. We don't all think alike. In fact, many of us don't think at all. We don't all think alike. In fact, many of us don't think at all. A man bought a new gadget, but couldn't figure out how to put it together, even after he read the instructions. Finally, he sought the help of a handyman who was working in his backyard. The old fella picked up the parts, studied them, then began assembling the project. In short order, he put it together. That's amazing, exclaimed the neighbor. And you did it without even looking at the instructions. He ain't have to read that. Did you catch that? Fact is, said the old man, I can't read.
Ooh.
I can't read. And when a man can't read, he's got to think.
Yes, sir.
He's got to think.
Yes, sir.
Thinking or creative imagination will solve all of your problems. What you thinking about? What is your imagination telling you? Thinking creatively can be applied to anything from raising children to earning money, getting that bag. There's an eye-opening fable that carries this point further. A wealthy king had passed on leave and all his possessions to his trusty servant, Omar, not Omar from The Wire, but Omar, with the exception that each of his 4 sons should be allowed to pick one thing of value to hold forever. One son, the oldest one, he took the crib. He said, I want the royal palace. I'll take that. Another, he wanted the bling. He wanted all daddy's diamonds. He wanted the crown jewels. Another selected the king's land. I want the space. I need all this space to myself, right? As each son made his selection, it became evident that the remainder of the vast estate would go to the father's servant, meaning everything else went to Omar, but he still had one son left. The very shallow thinkers, except for the son. Well, let me say that again. They were very shallow thinkers, except for the youngest. Finally, the youngest of the sons stepped forward to make his choice. He said, I choose to be served by Omar. I choose to be served by Omar. So you want the palace, you want the jewels, you want the land. I want the man that got everything. Omar posted up with everything else because daddy got great wealth. Training the mind to become more creative can only be done through use. Training the mind can only be more creative by use. What are you using your mind to do for you? This is my mind. I control my thoughts. That's what I want to share with you. When me and Tay used to post up on the wall with the crew, our mind, we used to tell it what to do, what we wanted to do, who is going to get what we is going to do on the football team too. Like, who are you posted up? Who's circling around you? Are they real or are they fake? Are they pushing you to be great or are they just listening to that fake mess day to day? What are you using your creative mind to do? And I'll close with this. It's a quote. It says, today I will practice the art of using my creative imagination. What will your creative imagination do for you? The council, they brought you Tantalizing Thursdays. The council, they brought you multiple shows in multiple ways. The council, if you looked at the introduction today, they brought you guests from a multitude of places that does a multitude of things. You know what that started from? Creative thinking. What are you thinking creatively? Somebody said that Posted Up came from the Dope Boys on the Block because when they used to post up on the light post so they could be seen before we had that thing called the spot.
Right.
Come on, man. What are you using your creative mind to do today? And if you start truly using your creative mind in your creative way, then you can do anything that you say. No matter what others may think of you, know that it's okay to just be you. I hope this motivation and inspiration was something for your situation to free and relax your mind as if you are on a vacation. You've been posted up with Ping.
Tantalizing Thursdays brought you Mr. Ping. Did you hear? I hope you heard every word. I hope you heard every word. Because it don't get no better than that, man. We all need something for the mind. We all need something. Just relax.
Don't let them. Don't.
Relax.
Thank you, Miss Shonda. Thank you. Don't let them play no games with you, man. This your mind. You control your thoughts. We can change our situation. It ain't gonna happen overnight, but it can happen overnight.
I'm trying to tell you. Telling you, my cousin put in the song, boy, anything can happen in 60 seconds. Now we're gonna check in with Signature 7, and then final thoughts. As she
stuck in my past, about to relapse. I keep running back to you.
To my party goers and classy drink sippers, out of the glass and into the bottle. Here at Signature 7, we know you work hard and you need that one day to live life, make memories, kick back and relax, and enjoy the tantalizing taste of our Signature 7 martini. If you like it in the glass, you'll love the bottle, ready for events and pop-ups. So try our new bottle. But whatever you decide to do with your name, just remember to include Signature 7 Premier Blend Martini.
Stuck in my past, about to relapse. I keep running back to you.
And find your rest. Yes, sir. Signature7.com, baby. I'm trying to tell you. You want something?
Man.
Holler at us. We on the way. Nah.
That peachy drip looking right.
I'm trying to tell you.
Looking right.
I'm trying to tell y'all people. But we're going to dive into these final thoughts. Mr. Ping, what's your final thoughts?
Listen, man. I know I didn't said a lot. We done had fun and we created a lot of laughs.
Yes,
but at the end of the day, you get to decide whether you being real or fake. You get to decide what you want for you. That ain't nothing I can do. That ain't nothing that Mr. Drummer can do. We can speak, we can inspire you, and you can aspire to be greater than what you see in front of you. But all you got to do is make a choice, man. As Jay Prince said, everybody got a chance and a choice every time you wake up. So if God bless you to wake up in the morning, choose what you want to do for you. And your fake friends, you ain't going to have to leave them. They going to fall away too, because you really going to be doing the best thing that you could do for you. My final thoughts, man.
Wow. I'm trying to tell you, the boy been dropping knowledge all night. They call them nuggets, jewels. Woo! Trying to tell you.
You already know. I know you got something you gonna let them go with though.
I had to take a puff to that.
Hey.
Yeah, my final thoughts is this here. I'm gonna ditto what he said because that was just fucking perfect, you know. But real, if you're real, you're real. That's just as simple as that. But if you fake, here's your chance to step over to the real side. Because you just heard tonight how to be real. Because your ass attract what you are. And if you fake, you're going to attract fake. And I'll leave it at that because really, Mr. Payne said it all. That's why I say I'm going to ditto what he said because that shit was just perfect.
Hey.
Spoke
only thing I hear in my head right now, all my diamonds shine because they really diamonds.
And pay attention to your motherfucking kids out there.
Really?
Do that. Pay attention to your kids. Don't be so fake that you don't see what's happening to your children out here. Because really, that's a problem. It's a big problem. But that's another book, another chapter. My special guest, Mr. Ping, who gonna be in the building from now on. My mans, we go way back, like you say, like, on the Cadillac. Me and this boy that's been on the football field together, so we know what battle is. You know what I'm saying? We know what the battle is. That boy is one of the smoothest running backs you ever want to see. Then you know. Tantalizing Thursdays. Hey, and don't forget about the council tomorrow night. And shout out to YB with all them damn technical difficulties, but he's still my man. 550,000 and $1 million grand, nigga. Go back like Shirley. I'm trying to tell you, baby.
Let's go.
I'm trying to tell you. You hear
me?
Hey,
listen. Outside in my garage, not that I need it in Texas, I still got my Shirley from Al Wassam that I got in 2004, bruh.
I got mine in the closet. I had to buy a new one, but I got mine in the closet.
My wife called that thing the bear.
hey, yes. I got that one. But thanks for joining us tonight. And until next week, hey, we love everybody who was in the chat, who was chatting, who gonna see this again. We love you. Give us some views. Subscribe.
Gotta subscribe to the vibe.
Got the last Thursdays. We'll see y'all next Thursday, but y'all will see me tomorrow night.
I'm right here as long as you cling to me. Can't stay away from this magnetic energy. I'm drawn to you like hold me closer with your hold me down like there's no escape. I need your I'm falling for you. Go lower and keep descending. Go slower, roll me in, ride the wind, grab me through the air. I'll drag my fingers through your hair, immobilize down my way. Tons of attraction, I don't care.